Our next inductee dominated her sport of track and field at Walter Johnson High School like no other, being named All-Met. Now, if somebody's named All-Met once, twice, that's a big deal. So Sally Glynn was named All-Met 11 times because she ran track, and there's indoor, there's outdoor, and there's cross country, and we're going to find out later why she didn't get that 12th. But 11, I've never heard of anyone being an 11-time All-Met. So she did it 11 times. Her dominance continued at Stanford, as Jerry Ingram, a lot of Stanford folks here. So let us meet Sally Glynn Hauser.
How many athletes can claim that they never lost in high school? Not many, but Sally Glynn Hauser is one of them. A cross-country and track and field star, she never lost a race in Montgomery County. She won 4 consecutive county, regional, and state titles in her time at Walter Johnson. Sally was the only Montgomery County runner to qualify for nationals, where she finished second in the Foot Locker National cross-country race. Her success continued at Stanford, where she was an All-American in cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field, helping Stanford win Pac-10 and NCAA regional titles. We are proud to welcome Sally Glynn Hauser to the Montgomery County Sports Hall of Fame.
So Sally, that was a picture of your mom, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty
Wow.
funny.
Very, very sorry about that. Well, we wanted to involve your mom in this, so sorry about that.
She looked good. So,
She did.
Yeah.
She looked really good. And then the only other mistake in there was saying that you never lost a race in high school, which is not exactly true, but it was close enough, right?
Approximately 10, I would say.
And you said you lost well, when you say lost, you didn't win 10 races, correct?
Win. Yes.
But you ran probably about 240, 250 races?
In high school, yes.
So something like 230 and 10. Wow. Okay, so that's unbelievable. So Sally gets the award for traveling the farthest. Sorry, Steve, I know you came from Houston. Sally came from California, from Palo Alto or San Francisco? Same area?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for coming all the way out here.
Of course.
So I asked you a couple of days ago, well, first of all, winning 11, getting recognized 11 times for All-Met. I know track is different because there are 3 seasons, but how does one do that?
A lot of effort, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it is a 3-season sport, cross country, then indoor, then outdoor. So it's a lot of time preparation. It takes a village, though. So I mean, I really couldn't have done it without my teammates and coaches, kind of being there all the time, supporting. And my poor parents, particularly for Magruder relays in the pouring rain every year, and when it was about 40 degrees. It was all of them, I think, that supported me through that.
And not to be a Debbie Downer, but why didn't you get a 12th All-Met?
So the day of the state meet, I woke up with a very slight fever, and my mom and I made the decision that I would just stay home for the first period. I was a freshman, didn't know that you had to be in first period in order to run at the state meet, so I wasn't allowed to run.
12 would have been too much. I think that would have been because you can't do more than 12, so I think 11, this goes to 11, so I think that's unbelievable.
Thanks.
Now, you flew here. You didn't run from California,
Did not.
Correct?
Yes. No. Yes.
Speaking of which, have you ever tried to figure out how many miles you have run in your life? I don't know if you've been asked that question, but I was thinking about that.
Yeah, no, and my husband's a runner. We've kind of done that math. He really has a lot more than I have, but it's in the 30,000 mile range. It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got some joint pains here and there as a result, possibly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there a moment when you realized that I'm pretty good at this, or kind of a moment of realization that wow?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there were, and we talked a little. I think there were 2 moments versus just one. I had been a cross country soccer player, and knew I was fast on the field. But when I was in 8th grade, I partook in the Junior Olympics and qualified kind of at the local meet and the regional meet, and it was in California that year, which is pretty far away from here. But my dad took me. We rented a convertible, and I won the race. And it was at that point that I was like, wait, maybe I should, kind of move soccer aside, move swimming aside, and start running. And then in high school, my sophomore year, I ran at Madison Square Gardens at the Millrose Games. And that was, I think, the real turning point of this was going somewhere. And I went to check in for my race and pick up my number, and they said to me, welcome to the big time. And it was just a moment of, was a newly 15-year-old at that point and running in front of 20,000 people, and it seemed very real. And I went on to win that race in a photo finish, and it really kind of changed the trajectory I felt of my running career.
Wow, somebody said, welcome to the big time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a little scary. Yeah.
When you look back at let's talk about your high school years. What kind of memories do you have? I mean, you were did you sleep? How did you find time to sleep and study and do all that stuff?
It's busy. I mean, it's a combination, right, of being at practice and coming home and being diligent and getting 2 to 3 hours of schoolwork every night done. Traveling a lot, obviously. Honestly, some of my best memories are not that much stuff, but van rides with my coaches and our teammates, and listening to loud music, and I think not wearing seatbelts, doing things that would have been not so good. But these are the types of things that stick in my memory so much of how great it was to be at WJ during that time.
What does it mean to you to be in the Montgomery County Sports Hall of Fame? Okay, I shouldn't do two-part questions, but when you heard, what was your reaction?
Amazing and astonished. I mean, to be included among so many amazing, athletes and others who've contributed to the athletic world. It's a little daunting because everyone has such incredible achievements, and so it feels like such an amazing honor to be included among them. So that was my first reaction. And then I live in California. My parents generously moved there 10 years ago, so I don't get back to this area that often, and it was such a great opportunity to come back. And I have some amazing friends who flew in to be with me for tonight, and my coaches, and it's just, I feel incredibly lucky to have my parents and then my family here with me as well.
Anything that I didn't ask you that you'd like me to ask you? You get to ask yourself. Is there anything?
I don't know if there's anything that I would ask, but I guess I'll add that I am just starting coaching myself. This is my first season coaching cross country, and it's, I think, provided me, I should say, with an entirely new perspective of how much our coaches did for us. It's been an incredible first season, but it was challenging, and I think that I would always want my coaches to know how much I really appreciated the countless hours that they put into helping me and become the athlete that I did. I really could not have done it without them. And without a doubt, my parents. Yeah.
And whose mom we
Your
mom, we saw
sure,
your
yes.
mom, yes. Sally, thank you very much for making the trek out here, and congratulations
thank you
again
very
on
much.
being a member of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Can you put that right on there?